Jacob is a fighter. Jacob is determined.
Just when I think I got it figured out or something, he knows how to shock you or surprise you.
When we had gone in for the ultrasound, we were, like any other family, super excited. The next day, the doctor called and confirmed that Jacob had Hypoplastic Left Heart Syndrome. The day Jacob was born, he was immediately taken. I didn't get to do the whole skin-to-skin mommy touch. His dad went with him.
And I usually don't handle stuff like that. Beyonce usually handles all that stuff. So it was just like, all right, let's go. They all grabbed him. It was like 3 or 4 of them. And we shot down the hallway and they just started immediately just testing him and like doing the other normal baby stuff, but a lot more than what I've ever seen. Like he grabbed my hand right away with his little big fingers and looked at me and it was like, man, it's game time. You know exactly who I am. So that was the best feeling in the world.
He was 8 days old when he had his first open heart surgery.
And just going over it made me nervous, just talking about how risky it was and how little he was and his organs and how he wouldn't be able to breathe on his own. And
I wasn't sure that my son was gonna be alive.
I didn't really know what was going on, but everyone around me seemed like kind of scared.
Jacob was discharged home on August 4th. And we adjusted to this new lifestyle of the daily weights and medications and tube feedings. In September, he had started swelling and he was crying and he was fussy. And we had taken him in and he was in severe heart failure. He was life flighted from the Portland area to the Bay Area.
Only one parent can go on life flight. All right, Mom. And I felt like I was sitting on an island like, man, just threw all my energy into my other kids and just felt helpless.
So we were gone for a few months.
With some of us being in California, some of us, being in Oregon, that's a pretty big ways away, especially for kids and, us missing our mom and just Jacob, just us being worried all the time.
One of the surgeons was able to do his second stage procedure, which is the Glenn procedure. Even though he was very, very sick, he recovered very quickly. So we were very thankful for that. And then he was 2.5 when he had his last stage surgery, which is the Fontan.
He's older now. He can express when he's frustrated and angry and be in pain or anything like that.
He goes in for yearly follow-ups now.
My name's Jacob. I'm 8 years old. I was born with a half a heart. Every time I go to the doctor, I feel like I get better and better, but I cannot play tackle football. There's more things I cannot do because of my heart.
When he was younger, he used to love rolling the ball.
He seen a football game on TV in the hospital and as the Iron Bowl, and he was just stuck.
My favorite player is Damar Hamlin. He's a Buffalo Bills player, safety. He collapsed almost in the middle of the field at the 45-yard line.
We had seen the ambulance on the field and everyone had stopped. And then they had said that he had went into cardiac arrest.
I looked down, I noticed he was just like right smack dab in front of the TV.
He was drawn to him.
I think Damar Hamlin represents a lot of courage, especially courage with unknown.
It just makes him know that he's not the only one. There's bigger people out there that also go through things as well. My son loves football, and Damar gives my son hope.
His 8th birthday, he obviously wanted to have a football party because he got cleared by his cardiologist to play flag football.
It was a hot day that day, and with heart kids, you have to make sure they stay hydrated. We pushed fluids, but we could tell that Jacob was kind of slowing down. And he came up to me and said that his stomach hurt really bad, and then he started crying.
He wouldn't stop sweating, and his heart was just beating fast like crazy, and I just was like, oh wow, this is new.
So we called 911, and thankfully he was taken to the hospital. Had we not called 911, he could have gone into cardiac arrest.
That was pretty scary.
It's important to know the signs and symptoms of our kids because in an instant, anything can happen.
Eventually I'll need a heart transplant.
When we found out about Jacob, they said 20 years ago this is a death sentence. But with research, my son's here right now.
I want my son to live a long and happy, good quality life.
I want my son to outlive me.
I want him to to not have to worry that anything's gonna happen to him.
More research is needed.
I'm grateful for my mom and my heart that I'm alive.